All right, good. So we're going to look at single legs tonight. We're going to look at one particular entry for it, but then we're going to look at a bunch of different ways that we can finish the single leg once we've got that entry. So the entry that we're going to look for is, we're going to start by trying to find a straight across grip. I like to use the dominant hand, so we're going to reach straight across, not this cross grip over here, but straight in line, grip onto the collar. Now, sometimes we can teach this like we've got the grip, he gets the grip, I get the sleeve grip, you know, like all regimented. The problem with this is, yes, we can get to the single leg from here, like we can lift the elbow out into the space and come through, but if we're talking about in a competition, when someone's got like that hyper strength and adrenaline flowing, like even being able to move the arm is going to be a mission. And when I try to go for that leg, he's going to just stiff arm me in the chest, and it ends up like looking like this when we're trying to go for the leg. So we're going to go for this straight grip. We're going to bring this hand in so that when he starts pouring out with that hand, instead of letting him get the grip, I'm going to come through and see if I can get either a wrist control or a sleeve grip. Sleeve grip's better because it means he's not going to be able to get rid of that grip. If I grab here, sometimes he make that release. But if we can get the sleeve grip, it's going to be a lot better for us. And also, now he's not going to be able to control and keep the distance. I can get into that leg as I want to. Now, he's obviously got the correct leg in front, but if he didn't have the correct leg in front, I'd need to move my partner around. The side that I've got the grip on the sleeve, that's the leg that I'm going to go for. So I just take a little rotation, pull my partner's leg into position. Then I'm going to throw the leg out of the way. The outside knee is going to drop to the floor. This back leg is just going to rotate round so I come into this sideways position. We don't want to like head straight for our partner here because it's just putting ourselves into sprawling territory. We want to pull ourselves round to the side here so we take ourselves out of that sprawl. We're going to keep the posture controlled with the collar grip. Arm's going to wrap around, head's going to push in, and we're going to drive forwards. We want to get this hopping action. It shows my partner's off balance as I drive in. For now, I just want you to pinch in and just keep hold of the collar. So just as kind of like a little warm up, we're going to do that entry. So we make the grip, as he tries to come in, we rotate through and try to control, make sure he doesn't get the grip. If that leg's not in the right position, we just move, lift. Remember, the outside leg is the one that's going to drop down. You might see this sometimes where you'll see videos of the partner dropping down to their both knees. I don't particularly like this because I don't feel like I'm getting enough drive up off the floor. I like to drop in to the one knee, leave this foot here so I can drive into my partner as I come up onto that single leg. So again, here we get the grip, keep the second hand in as he tries to pour for his own grip. We're going to control. Get the leg in front that we want, pull the arm out of the way, drop in, make sure you control the posture, hook around, and drive in. So let's just use that as our warm up, and then we'll hit some of the different takedowns that are available. 1, 2, 3, let's do it. All right, so off of the entry here. So just watching some of you on the first part, we need to make sure that the head goes to the inside on this. We're not going to drop and keep the head to the outside because we're just asking for the partner to start wrapping their arm around the neck and start attacking the guillotine. So keep your head to the inside, and also having your head here and driving up into your partner is going to give a good push and make them back up anyway. So as I drop out to the side, pick up the leg, I can use that head from that sideways position to really drive my partner off balance. So first one that we're going to do is the running the pipe here. If this was like sort of day one teaching single leg, the way I teach it to the kids is to do a rear naked choke on this leg. And you might 100% like do that and practice that. The only thing is like when we're in the heat of battle and like we're trying to get this done, he's trying to fight, like sometimes it can be a bit of a faff just to get this all wrapped up and in. Sometimes you just want to be quick and just snap on that takedown, which we'll go to in just a second. But sort of day one, we've already got this arm around. Take the hand off the collar, it's going to go to the bicep, it's going to go to the top of the leg. This is going to enable us to really put good pressure through the knee. So as we start turning and rotating, I'll drop my level and pull my partner down. Try to make sure that you don't go down with them, hand to the hip, hand to the knee. Obviously we've got different options. We go for the knee cut, or my favourite is just like the X pass through into the knee on belly. So dropped out, got the single leg, the arm's already wrapped around. We go bicep, hand onto the top, we rotate, and then use your chest, change level, through for the pass. Or, like basically the same thing, we pick up the leg, instead of doing all this wrap up, we just stay tight on the leg. If my partner's particularly difficult to get down, like we would do for any type of sweep, if we have a bit of misdirection first. So what you can do is like use your shoulder to drive forward as he counters his balance, then we change it to the opposite direction. And same position as we end up. So we start driving this way, as he tries to counter his balance going back the other way, we switch, change levels and drop down. So here again, drop in onto that single leg, we just tighten it up, start to drive, change, and through. All right, so another option, once we've got to there, if we picked up that leg, we tried this, we're just too balanced, can't get him down. Another nice option is to kind of go to this like double leg position. So we're going to keep the leg pinched on his leg, we're going to drop our knees down, close to the other leg, wrap around just above the knee, wrap around the ankle, and then pull the legs in as we drive our partner down. Weave through, grab the collar, up to the toes, lots of pressure, and in for the pass. So again, here, snap in, get the entry. For whatever reason, this is not working, we can't get him down, so we drop to the knees, hug, drive forwards, and then pass as you want. One more time. Drop in, drop, take the legs out, make the pass. All right, so let's have a go at those two. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at another option. So again, we make the grip, we bring the hand in, we try to control at the sleeve if we can, get the leg in front that we want, drop in, and pick up that single leg. So either my partner like pulls his leg out and takes it to the outside here, or it's something that I make happen by just staying on the leg. For this one, we're going to stay on the grip on the collar, and I'm going to step off round. So we want to stay to the outside of the leg. We're going to drop our foot behind our partner's leg. So there's a nice version and a horrible version. The nice version is we just block and we rotate our partner round so our leg just trips. Here, like we can drop over here, we've got the leg lock entry, or we can just back out and restart, try to get back to the head quarters position. Okay, what? I'm not having that. In, he brings the leg to the outside, so I keep the leg and I keep the collar. Like another option is we can walk him forwards here, lift up the leg and rotate him round, like pull down with the collar. Is a nice option when he brings that leg to the outside. We lift up the leg, pull down with the collar. But let's stay with the one that we were looking at. So as the leg comes to the outside, we basically just like turn our hips in towards our partner, step behind, nice version, we pull around, drop our partner, keep the collar so he doesn't hit himself too hard on the floor. Or we go through, we step and we trip the leg down, which is kind of more the one that you'd want to do if you're in a competition, right? Just to make sure that the takedown works. Just to lift and pull forwards. So one more time, drop in, make the entry, leg comes to the outside, step, take down, drop out, and for the pass. All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. So let's go for the last one we're gonna do. So same thing, we've got the collar grip, we're gonna look and control the sleeve, out, all right, entry and up. So this time, not very often your partner's gonna bring the leg to the inside here. It's usually gonna be me that makes that happen. So we keep control of the leg and I back step off round, but then I'm going to take the hand that's on the collar and I'm going to scoop just nice and low on the leg here. So we don't want to be above the knee because now he's able to stamp his heel to the ground. I'm not going to be able to overpower that. But if I get down nice and low, then we can test his flexibility a little bit. Sometimes, like this will be enough, I won't even have to do anything else. We'll just like lift and chuck our partner over. This is what you're going to get haters for. Your crap flexibility. So there's a few different ways that we can do this, but the absolute simplest version is we just keep this. We're going to get a grip on the near side shoulder and we're going to start to pull our partner backwards. As we start to rotate, we trip the leg and then through into the knee on belly. There's a version where you can do that same grip, and we basically just like hit like up in the butt and down. But it doesn't look as cool, I don't think. So we get the grip here, he comes in, we get our grip, dive in, get our single leg. This time, I step off to the back, bring my arm underneath, start to test my partner's flexibility, grab the shoulder, start to pull, trip, through down, knee on belly in control. Pretty easy one to finish. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, let's go.